Grand Rising. If you're sitting there and I popped up on your screen, how you doing? And you're saying to yourself, WTF happened to me in 2025. You know, I was living my life, and for some reason, I had the craziest year I've ever had, and I'm not the same anymore. You've come to the right spot, Light Warriors, because in this world famous video today, I'm going to be breaking down everything that has happened, and to kind of further, what our process has been over the past few years. You might have gone onto the spiritual awakening path, the ascension journey, if you will, and along with everything that happened this year via this world famous diagram, I'm gonna teach you today everything that you went to get to where we're headed next year. And I'm going to be breaking this all down with everything that happened. So many things happened in 2025, and you might not understand what happened to you this past year. I was motivated to make this very powerful video today via more experiences, and on the radio yesterday, it said something like 70%. They were talking about the year, and it said something like 70% of Americans they want 2025 to be done. It wasn't the best year, whatever they said, and I said to myself, I have to make a world famous video to show the people WTF happened, and you could write WTF happened in 2025 in the comments today. And I'm going to teach you, and you should get a pen and paper. And if you're on your journey, if you want to make 2026 the greatest year of your everyday life, you're really going to want to focus on everything that I have to share today. You might be a person, and if you hear this and you say, yeah, that's me. If your life keeps looping, are you on a loop? And I've heard these things. I've heard these things from comments over the years. Okay, why am I still having the same experience? Why do I keep attracting the same guy in my life? Why do I keep having the same type of relationship? It's always the same. It always ends the same. My work, it's always I always lose the job, or I'm always mistreated, or I'm always at a certain level. So okay. So right now, you're going to really focus your attention. It's the currency of the universe. And for any person that is able to focus their attention on everything that I'm giving you the answer today, I know some of these things might be new. Maybe you are well versed on the awakening journey. Everything that I have plotted out. So I love to use the memes to help teach this. You might go on Facebook and you see the meme with the guy looks like, he's like this, and behind him is a board, kind of like this board over here, and there's all these lines and stuff, and you say, this is me trying to teach my family all the connections between. That's going to be me today. That's going to be me. Okay, and you're gonna get it in the whiteboard. You're gonna get it in the lesson. And at the end of this, for anyone that's able to focus their attention throughout this video today, you're going to have everything that happened in 2025. It's going to be in a beautiful package, and you're going to be prepared to thrive in 2026, year one. You could throw up 1111 in the chat. Can you hear me? It's going to be very deep today. Fit Brit, I appreciate everyone that's coming into the chat right now. Foundation, Lisa, Joy, Debbie, 1111. Thank you so much, Brittany, Regina, Midge. It's great to see everyone. Could you kindly click the like button? I'm so grateful for that. It will allow others to get this message. In this video, I will be discussing what happened in several phases throughout the year. I'll be referring to the areas of the body, also known as the Ascension symptoms, according to the time period of the year. I actually, before I got on, I recently I had something that I forgot to write down, and it literally happened as I was getting prepared to set this all up today. And that's how God works. So I'll be going through all the different time periods throughout the year. As we go through this, you could write in the comments your experience according to the quadrant or the time period in the year. In between worlds, lost in the wilderness. It's so important. I did a full video, and I will refer to videos if you're new to the channel. This is a channel like you've never seen before. I'm going to refer to full videos that I've done throughout the year to make the connections. All right, and I'm going to be breaking down why we were in the wilderness this year. Were you totally lost, and you kept doing things, and you were going down paths, right? And things kept it not working out. There was a reason for this. Consistency is so important. What happens and why people are suffering? Listen carefully. Why people are suffering in a world filled with so much choice. And if you live in your ego, right? There's so many guys to date, or there's so many modern women arm candy to go out there, right? There's so much choice in the world. And if you're not focused on your heart, you are suffering. You are suffering. All right? I'm going to be breaking all this down. And at the end, I left a video yesterday. The sirens are right on cue. On the very powerful spiritual awakening when you become familiar with death. This year, 2025, was the longest dark night of the soul. If you are familiar with this journey, you will know that you will go through many dark nights of the soul in order to ascend to a higher version of yourself. Jen writes, sound the alarm. Absolutely. All right. I'm giving it to you straight today. 2025 was the longest dark night of the soul. In this past year, in March, you might have had a catalyst event. It could come in the form of a person, right? A situation, some kind of event. And from this event, it cracked you open so that you had many things activate within your body. And at the end, when I get to, I'm going to take this year and I'm going to compare it to other years. This is a very thorough and deep lesson today. So you're going to have to pay attention. This was about at an energetic level, which is deeper than at a physical level, because we went through this in 2023. So I'm actually going to compare 25 to 23, right? We're all prepared for 2026. March, you went through the catalyst event. You started to see clearer what is important in life. You went through this fine-tuning over the year of your intuition. In April, you might have had what is known as a heart chakra activation. From the heart chakra, it is the most powerful of all of the chakras in your body. It's actually 5,000 times greater than your brain. You could actually activate your other chakras through the heart chakra. So from that, you have a burst of energy, which will then affect other spinning wheels of energy, the ancient Sanskrit, the chakra points of your body. You are not the same that you were in 2024. So this year, if you're saying WTF, are you saying WTF? What happened to me this year? Why did I go through these strange symptoms? Why did I have such a deep sadness? It was one of the top videos. It was actually a live stream podcast that I did this year. That deep sadness that you had this year. All right, if you had it, and again, that's why we're talking about these things. You don't have to be shy about it. You don't have to shove it down. Never shove it down. Allow it to come out, right? We always that throat chakra. Get that throat chakra going. So April, you had a massive heart chakra activation. It is overwhelming. I documented this happened a couple of times throughout the year, and I documented one that is in the playlist titled Ascension Guide 101. And then after that, so that is the energy that activated the clearing that happened in the solar plexus. This happened from April into May. And you, the person that's getting this message, just like me, you might have had a period in this year where you were waking up, your stomach was actually shaking in the rising when you woke up. You have so many, nerves in your stomach, right? We took a lot of damage in the solar plexus over the past few years because anxiety is fear of the future, and everyone's world kind of collapsed in 2020. And a lot of people, you had to have this healing in the solar plexus. So for April into May, you might have gone through a solar plexus clearing or activation, experiencing a lot of, maybe tremors or, feeling the shakes in your stomach. The recalibration overall, this was a nervous system overhaul. When it comes to our nervous system, the nerves in your stomach, some of you might use the term, I have nerves in my stomach, you feel a certain way. So all of that had to be cleared away. We might have, wanted to follow our heart, move forward for our future, feeling our internal GPS navigational system. Also around this time, going, into the spring prior to the summer, you might have had a experience, and this has popped up a couple of times. I just had a reminder about this. Something in your knees. And what that represents is you can't move forward on something, I experienced this out of the blue, and when your knees are like it feels like, they're giving out, it's a weird feeling to have, and I just experienced that getting ready for this. This is what happens. You can't move forward. It's the feeling, that, and you can't move forward towards your dream. You can't move forward towards your love. You can't move forward towards your passion. That's what the knees, right? And we actually have little energy portals in our knees as well, okay? The summer of assert dominance. Do you remember that? That was tremendous, right? Summer was a lot of confirmations. The summer was really filled and packed with experiences. These experiences that you've had, it was jam-packed to confirm your intuition of what was important in life, which will be tied in at the end of today's lesson. The nervous system overhaul continued in the summer, and you might have had a lot of confirmations via experiences, people that came into your life. Okay, these are all our confirmational lessons. All right, so during the summer, you had a lot of confirmations, and the old ways, it's kind of validating what you felt in your heart. Again, this year you had the heart chakra activation, and when you listen to your heart, it's not going to match up with the rational brain. Okay, this is what I always used to do in the past. So this is a total overhaul at an energetic level. So the summer gave you the confirmations that you were right. Okay, what you felt, what is important to you. All right. So that was a jam-packed, time period. And then going into the fall, October into November, this was the main crown chakra and third eye activation, clearing, and we witnessed this, and we scathed the blast. Okay, so we scathed the blast out there on the beach. And that was from October, end of October into November. You, the person that's getting this message, are you experiencing increased ringing in the ears, right? Are you experiencing when you don't normally get headaches? I never really take the Advil. Sometimes you're having increased headaches, ringing in the ears. Maybe ringing in the ears is new to you. Maybe you've always had ringing in the ears, and all of a sudden you're getting a new tone or frequency that you you're picking up on a company with pressure in the skull, and then those that have been part of this channel. And it was very interesting that several of my buddies in the gym, how you doing? Look at me, I'm on the screen, everyone. I'm world famous. I'm just a regular guy, right? Right? No, so everyone's going through it. I actually had a big purge in the skull region here, and I had a sty come out. And it was incredible to hear that some of my friends actually around that same time also had a sty and a big clearing, right? And the face, and that's why you have to realize this. You're going to go through purges in the body. All right, my face looked kind of wrecked for a couple of weeks actually. It was really swollen, and your body's going through changes. All right, I keep sharing about this. Your ascension has to come first. You're going to go through things. You might go throughout the year the pruning. You have to get rid of dead cells. I talked about autophagy several times. As I talk to some of my buddies in the gym, you can't, life is not a straight line. If you truthfully want to reverse age, you will have to go through times where you're focused on autophagy and actually getting smaller and getting rid of the dead cells, and then you were going to regenerate like the Wolverine afterwards. And a lot of us went through deep healing this past year. I did two full videos on the dark night of the soul. We got the dark night ready to go, right? The dark night of the soul, which you went through this year, did you go through extreme sadness this year, is actually healing to the body. I could see the healing that has happened, but then when you go through different levels and experience, you might heal in one area, and then you might take on damage in another area of your body. Remember that we hold dense emotions from previous seasons in our life, from past lifetimes, and our family lineage. So you, the person that's getting this message, did you have a crazy year? Jen writes, an emotional roller coaster. Did you have a crazy year this past year? Are you experiencing a lot of these things? So I'm recapping everything in one video. So everything that happened was for a reason. And you are not the same. Anyone that's getting this, if you could say to yourself, yeah, you know what, I'm not the same person that I was the previous year. And you have this feeling of in between worlds. That's why it could drive you banana sandwich. You are actually living on two timelines. You are between worlds, and it literally drives you crazy. I've used this example before when you're in the car and you're driving, and sometimes you pick up two radio stations at the same time. And actually living, it's more harder for us divine masculine. The feminine is more flowy. That's why we're trained to embrace our flowiness right now in the quantum. If you know it's bad, at least you know what to do. If you know it's great, you could relax. And it's this constant back and forth. And the constant back and forth, this feeling between worlds. That feeling between worlds, it might have drove you crazy this year. Let's go to the diagram. I appreciate everyone that just came on the live. Could you kindly click the like button? I appreciate that. And others will get this today. So now, okay. So you say, okay, you're talking about this. How can we understand? We're going to go to the world famous chart right here. Okay, some of us love the whiteboard charts. Okay, so here we go. All right. So what we experienced this year, all right, here we go. In 2025, all right, was actually in 2023. In 2023, all right, in 2023 we had. Here we go. In 2023, we had the fire, clearing the old. You said WTF, trials, near-death experience, mostly at a physical level. Now, in 2023, how you doing? Oh, it's going to get hot right now. Click like. Okay. In 2023, a lot of this represented in the experiences were more on a physical level. That was the difference. 2023 was a different experience than 2025. All right. The way that you you could almost say 2025 it was dragged out longer, but this was a physical thing. So you were saying what's going on? Clearing the old. Maybe there was people. I spoke to a lot of individuals that had people disappear from their lives in 2023. Okay, these people weren't coming with you, or a physical thing. Could it involve a job? Anything that more on a physical level. And that time period, it was rough, and it was like a total here we go, near-death experience, but you made it through. Okay, now 2024 was more of a rest year. Okay, you were able to settle in with what you were doing. There was abundance that came in 2024. So 2024 was more of a chill year. We're chilling out, bro. It was a good year for the most part. And again, the reason for this, if I refer to the great Dolores Cannon, right? She said the physical body, you can't do all of this all at once. So let's go back to the chart here. 2023, big pruning year, right? Hellfire, brimstone, WTF, right? A lot of trials and tribulations, near-death experience, a lot on the physical level. This is deep stuff today, okay? Now, 2024, rest year, you kind of settled into your groove. There was abundance, right? And you had that time period. So you had a little thing. God gave you a little down payment, okay, kind of hanging in there. Fit Brit writes, I have goosebumps right now. Do you have goosebumps? Am I discussing your journey? Please, I'm so grateful. I know this is not a super popular title today, and I'm going to talk about. Please put a like on this video and share it forward, because this is the truth here. Wow, I never seen an on-point a lesson with laser pinpoint accuracy before. Okay, let's go back to the chart here. Okay, now you made it through 2024, right? And you were just, hey, all right, we're chilling. All right, where are we? Here we are. We're chilling, right? Smiley face, we're chilling. You settled, you had abundance. Hey, everything's cool, right? No, we're not done. So now we're going to go into 2025, okay? Just like many of you, I went into 2025. I had different expectations. No, more fire. Fire came back on. Fire, you could hit the Holy Spirit fire. It's blazing like war. Fire happened. 2025, okay? 999. It was over. WTF. Okay, look at it. He's screaming. What? WTF is going on? Trials are back on. Death of the former self. Death of the former self. This was on an energetic level. So this is why, 2023 was tough. 2025 might have felt rougher for a lot of us, especially if you're an empath like me. You're actually a ball of love on the inside. It's good stuff, right, Natalie? This is because this happened. This was more of an energetic level. Okay, the death of the former self. So there were, and I could critique my own ways. And again, at first glance, when 2023 could be a physical thing of people that aren't there, job things, more of a physical level. This happened on an energetic level. So this is more of a deeper thing. This is the death of the former self. I've done videos of this. They're all on the channel page. You should check them all out. The old self needed to die off this year. And that's why the 999 came in, the WTF came in, the trials came in, because there was one word. I've been sharing this on the channel. You are worthy. It's going to get real intense, and you're not going to tolerate anyone's BS anymore. You have to put your foot down. That's what this year is all about. You got to realize your worth. That old self had to die off. So back to the chart again. So 2025, right? 2025, long-term dark night of the soul, grueling dark night of the soul. Okay, maybe not as intense. 2023, it might have been like, okay, and if you're a person that is, on this journey, you say, okay, there's nothing I could do, and you just kind of let go. It was like total, like you can't even do this. Okay, this is like, okay, this is pulling on the heartstrings. This is, and you understand you could still keep moving forward, but this is really what was holding on in your heart. All right. So long-term dark night of the soul, and that was because your nervous system. Wow, this guy's on point. Your nervous system had a reset. I recently did a full video, especially if you're a person, because when you're involved with another person, love is different than maybe a job or manifesting a cup of coffee. Cup of coffee in the big time. It's different because you're dealing with two nervous systems. You should watch my video. It'll pop up on the screen. I never heard about the nervous system. Your nerve, and it's not a joke. Okay, everything that I went through this year and you went through, and that's why I'm trying to be funny about it, because you probably went through a lot of sadness, right? Your nervous system had to be reset. Your nervous system cannot be reset overnight. And go back to what I shared before about the solar plexus region. You have tons of nerves in your stomach. They can't be fixed overnight. This was a full year process. 2025. Where are we? 2025. Fire again. 999. WTF. Trials. Death of former self, which is the nervous system. Energy. People aren't going to understand your heart chakra. Can't see it. Can't see the heart chakra activation. That's why I documented it. See what I do for you guys, right? No, listen, I went through it like all of you. I didn't get a get out of jail free card, right? We all had to go through it. So this was 2025, right? To set us up for 2026, everything is coming in. It is embodiment, this one word, embodiment, all right? And again, if you are ready to have, this is personal development on this channel and not fake spiritual BS. Okay, if you're here for true ascension or personal development in 2026, especially you say, wow, look at this guys with the diagrams and the funnies and the lessons. You could click subscribe. I appreciate if you click subscribe. Yeah, look, the chat's blowing up right now. Do you love the funnies? All right, I'm here. I'm teaching and preaching. I make you laugh. We're here. We're ready for 2026. All right, so 2026, I'm here to tell you, just because you see a heart on, I see it's 2026, it's hard, it's embodiment. If you sit, it's you. If you're sitting on the couch with like Tom eating nachos and cheese, if you're going to be the modern woman, going to be spiteful, then you're not going to get anything. If you ignored this year, I talked to everything I'm leaving you right now. Okay? Wow, this guy's tough. This is the truth. If you did nothing, if you did not eviscerate the former self, you could watch my videos. Okay, you could also you could connect on Facebook, Patreon. Patreon, I utilize anyone. All you got to do is download the app. I refer to a lot of these. I could post a lot of these previous videos, right? Again, the guy, the meme with the lines and stuff, right? Quantum, I'm doing this right now. So I'm referring to a lot of the videos, the drops that I've done. Watch my top, if you want to just make it very easy, the top 25 playlist of 2025, you're going to watch that, all right? And you're going to see how all these things connect. A lot of these connections with the neurons in your stomach. That's why that was a major hit that a lot of us had to go through this year. Totally, I've never experienced anything like that in my life. And then you wake up one day, say, oh my God, look, my stomach is shredded again. And I told you, bro, it's not about abs. You have to have a healthy midsection. Right? I've done videos about this year. This dark night of the soul that we went through is actually healing the physical body. When you have trauma, sometimes in life you have the cortisol, right? The stress. Your body is actually putting you in like a safety mechanism because you're trying to protect yourself. You might be a person and you had all the whole world opened up in 2021, right? It was crazy, and a lot of us had to like go into protection. Okay, Fitbit writes facts. These are the facts that we went through. Okay. What happened in 2025? Let's keep going. So now you understand 2025 and 2023, and anyone that's listening to this, I'm giving you what these are the energy themes. If you want to move forward with this community moving forward, I give you the annual themes, right? The seasonal themes, and I'm practicing what I preach, and we're living through it. Not all seasons are the same. Get this through your brain. That's why, and not all people are the same. You go out, I know. I'm going to hold this crystal. Oh, it's magical. And the crystals are cool. The tarot cards are cool. Some people get triggered when I say this. It is always I am. It is always the embodiment. It is always the season that God puts you in. Period. The end. So you could be in here and you could say, no matter how many times I held that crystal, no matter how many cards I pulled, I kept looping the same reality. It's at an energetic level. And that's why it was such a deep cleansing this year. It was a tough year. Rod, you felt it as well this year, right? Again, everything has an energetic signature, and you can, so what is he saying? You can have a little bit like a temporary, I talked about the Band-Aid. You want a Band-Aid or do you want permanent change? You will have a little drop of manifestation, a little drop of something. But if you're talking about deep, energetic, permanent change, this is the only path. And the people that get triggered by it is just because you don't want to do inner work. I saw this this post on Facebook. You know, if you want to, like, there's energies and manifestation for your physical wellness, and a person put out, you know, the people that that talked about, you know, body positivity. Meanwhile, they're lining up for that fat shot. It's evidence that these people just didn't want to do work. It's just inner laziness. It's always the inside, right? And a lot of you saw that meme as well. Hit me up on Facebook. We're exploding on Facebook. I'm so grateful for the community support on Facebook as well. Thank you so much. Noel writes, absolutamente. Mwah. I love you. Yeah, no, it's the truth. It's always you. It's always, everything is the embodiment. In 2026, everyone's going to see clearly. It's the embodiment of what's in the Sacred Heart. When I was out on the beach, I'm explaining the channel. Right? You know, you might come in and out to the podcasts, the live streams, but if I am standing out in nature and I'm delivering a message, if you miss any point of the message, you might have missed the entire message. I go very deep when I'm standing out in nature. So know how to consume this channel very strongly. Life is a series of choices that we make that reveal our content of character. And as I shared, people that are on this community for a while, God will reveal the truth to you. Do you know about the Akashic records? Do you know about these things? So you're going to want to know about these things. God is revealing the truth. Everyone's going to see this. The truth is are you seeing the truth? But you can't hide the truth anymore. 3 things in life you can't hide: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Can't hide them forever. For a season, they could be hidden. They might be hidden by the Jezebel spirit, right? Spirit of confusion, illusions, right? Do you know about these things? Do you know about the Maya? Click subscribe. Click subscribe, yeah. The illusions don't last for spells. You know, you might see these people out there, they want to, I'm going to cast the spell. Every spell has an expiration date, but the light is forever. Do you know this? Smash the like button if you know this. A lot of people, so there was people in their ego, and they thought they were so pride. What do they say? Pride comes before the fall, or something like that. Oh, yeah, I got into, I'm the spiritual, oh, look at me, I'm the spiritual person, right? And you got into all this nasty stuff. But you didn't realize you sold your soul to someone, kid. How you doing? Every spell has an expiration date. How you doing? But the light is eternal. It's forever. All illusions have an expiration date. Do you know this? You better know this. But the light is eternal. I've seen a lot in the past few years. I've seen a lot. That's why I'm here. That's why I had to come down here. Oh, baby. Right? No, this is what goes on. And again, so what was it? Did you do a triggering video that triggered weak people? Oh, yes, I did. Yeah. And it was like, why God abandons you in the wilderness. So you were lost in the wilderness this year. Okay? Were you lost and you were frustrated, right? And you had to wrestle with God, right? These are all biblical things. You got to know these things like the back of your hand, son. You better know them. You better know them by their fruits, kid. BJ writes, the soul is eternal. These are the eternal things. And that's what this was about. So as I shared the phrases that I've used over the past year and a half, we were on soul retrieval for lost fractiles of our soul. What is walking this earth is going to be the representation of the higher self. Oh, that's what he's doing. So the higher self, do you get this? The higher self is walking this earth, not the mask you were playing a role. A lot of us were in trauma response. You put a mask on, right? Let me make a big spooky face to scare all the men away from me, but you're really just trying to stay safe, right? You're actually a ball of love inside, right? You see how I know all these things, right? You're just a big ball of love on the inside. So now that ball of love has to come out. Okay, everyone's hitting the hearts. You could hit the like button if you resonate. All the balls of love are coming out now. You were lost in the wilderness in 2025. You had an option to move or stay still, frozen in fear. This was training grounds 2025. You could move forward, is your only option, or if you stay still, if you're lost in the wilderness and you just sit there, well, you need food and water, it's a slow death. That death theme, I know some people get scary, the spookables and the heffalumps and all this other stuff, right? But this year, the dark night of the soul, the death energy is a very spiritual place to be. If you did not watch yesterday's video in its entirety, I suggest that you watch it. Out in the cold. Oh, I appreciate everyone sharing that video. I don't like being out in the cold like that, but this is what you have to do. These are the things you must do. You must go into the wilderness. You must embody the will beats the skill. It is a slow death if you stand still. Some people watch my journey. I have to keep going, and you must keep going. Ascension never ends. There is no finish line. That's what the wilderness teaches us. You will start to walk in the wilderness. Now you walk, I don't know where the WTF, we're back to WTF energy this year. You had no clue. You start walking. You choose a path. Now you go down this path, and you realize that, hey, this is not the right way going down this path. Everywhere you turn, I go through this path, that path. Did you watch my video, the timeline shift 2020 to 2025? I went back to a very special place on the top of the mountain, overlooking, right? I was on a path with some friends, right? I shared that, right? Please click subscribe. Check these videos out. They're going to help you on your journey. And we could go this way, that way. There's different paths to take. Every time you say, okay, we went down this path, this is not the path, say, to go to where the view that I want to have, the life I want to have. And this is the true, do you want to know true ascension? Are you high? You want to know true spiritual journey? This is process of elimination. This is trial and error. You have to do trial and error, not me. I'm gonna pay this guru to ascend for me. Some people don't like to hear this, right? I just put my life up on a billboard. I'm just showing the ways. You can have a coach to help you with something. Ultimately, you must ascend by yourself. It is never going to change. You click subscribe today. Please click the like button if you realize this. So what you need to do, you yourself, not sitting on the couch. I'm going to consume videos on and it's just going to be done. Right? So that's why this whole thing that I'm doing here and sharing with the world, there's the talking about it, and then there's the being about it, the actual being about it. You go through the process of elimination, trial and error. 2025 was trial and error. And because of consistency, it's a very powerful word, consistency, eventually you found your way out. Because if you stood there and you kept looping the same thing, you're going to have to come to terms with things, bro. If it keeps looping and it's not moving, you're going to have to find, you might have to destroy the entire reality. How you doing? Some people refer to that as the greatest video on YouTube. I appreciate everyone. You might have to destroy everything. Yeah. Biblical time. Sometimes we don't realize it, right? So again, in our mind, we hear, the death energy, right? All this stuff, and it's scary, but you have to understand it from a spiritual level, right? That's what I'm doing here on this channel. You have to understand it from a deeper level. Do you like it deep? Through the consistency, you found your way out. Resiliency, the will beats the skill. You were learning skills. God revealed the truth to you. God revealed the truth to me. I did a very powerful video also. God will reveal the truth to you. Everyone should watch that. It never changes. There's a prayer for this too. There's a prayer? You got to know this. Works every time. Works doesn't mean you're going to like it. You're going to say to God, show me the truth no matter what the cost. Because what it costs you is fake. You don't want fake people. You don't want to fake anything. You, the person that's getting this message, do you want to live in truth? You might have wasted years, lives in a fake job with a fake girl, a fake guy, and then time, linear time. Again, you have to understand all levels of this. Linear time is fake, but it's also so precious in this reality. Stop wasting your life. Go after love, true love today. So many people run away. There's the man of your dreams, and you just sit there like a scared girl running away. You stare at him, you run, and you go away to weaker things. You got to wake up. Bro, you could build a kingdom. You got great work to do, bro, and you're scared. You're scared to leave that job. You're scared. You got to push through the fear. That's what So what happens is, that's why God reveals the truth to us. It's got to get real intense. It got real intense in 2025, baby. It got real intense this year. It's really a powerful video today. So when you get this intense and that fire starts rising up inside, then you're like, what are we living for? And the video that I recently did that's exploding right now, it's so wild. You realize, and especially seeing it in younger folk, people in 20s passing on, people are wasting their lives. Do you understand that life is a gift? Do you understand this? I'm seeing people running away from love, running away from it's backwards. Do you realize you're running a reversal? You are running on a reversal. If you're getting triggered by this message today, you're running in reverse. What was that song years ago? Reverse. I can't remember the name. And the guy would go reverse, and you would do the dance, right? Reverse. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Evil is to live in reverse, Regina writes, yeah. Don't think of it as bad. It's just, the person's going the wrong way. And so why is this, okay? This year, when you're hungry, you are beyond motivated, driven. in this world, this is a world filled with so many choices, right? Social media, right? Look at all the fake modern woman on InstaFace, right? How you doing, modern woman, right? They're photoshopping, and the guy say, oh, I'm going to get this one and that one, right? And the weak modern woman, do you know these women, right? And oh, I'm going to go for this guy and that, and parasite off this and parasite off this. The world, listen carefully to this. If you're getting triggered, you need to do better. The world is filled with so much choice. It is difficult to take the decision, the direction to go. This is my vocation in life. This is meaningful to me. It's for the soul, for the spirit. This is my man. I'm going to be faithful to this man. This is my woman. I'm going to protect, provide, and go forward with this woman. This is the problem with the world right now. It's always you. And it's really not your fault. It's just the world that we live in, right? You're addicted. You're addicted to social media. You're addicted to OnlyFans, bro. Wake the F up. Please, someone's got to hear me. Share this video today. Someone's got to hear the truth today. You're a weak modern woman, right? And you go to one man, and you take all his funds, you go on to the next one, right? And someone's got to hear this today. The world is filled with so much choice. It causes suffering. There's only one, there's suffering. Oh, I'm going to go for this guy. I'm going to go for this girl. I'm going to go for this. And you keep going and you can't fulfill yourself. So then your body starts falling apart. I did a full video on this on the channel in 2025. The world is filled with so much choice. If you live in the ego, it creates suffering. When you are familiar with death, this year was the 999 year. You better listen real close right now, modern woman. You better listen real close, beta male. Where's my divine masculine kings? That's why you're still on this message right now. Where's my divine feminine queens? That's why you're still on this message right now. When you are familiar with death, you will realize that love was always the answer. 2025, kid. And so it is. That was like a powerful part. That would be like one I did out on the front line, right? It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. When you get to this place, right, you're familiar with death, you will sit there and then you realize that love was always the answer. So you want to get this right now. You want to get it through. You want to get it through that skull right now, not when it's too late. I appreciate all the beautiful comments. I'm so grateful for all the support. Thank you all for everything. This was 2025, man. This was the reason. So, and that's how I took you through, right? This guy's like that meme with all the lines. I took you on a journey today, right? If you just come, this is a live stream today, rewatch this video. And I broke all of these very powerful things down throughout the year. And yesterday's video really, depicted that as well. If you're new to this, I had some very beautiful comments from people that are new. So many people has found this channel in the past couple days. So grateful. And this is about exponential growth. We are steamrolling towards 149,000. How do you go from 149,000 to 1 million? You have to do things that nobody else can do. It's the only way. Let's watch it, as everyone's been watching. How do you quantum shift? How do you manifest? Okay, you can click subscribe, watch. Is again, you want a Band-Aid? You want a Band-Aid? How do you start off and go up the ranks and all of a sudden one day you're the lieutenant? These are the things you have to do. That's a quantum shift. It's who you are on the inside. So many powerful people on this channel, right? Yes. Smash the like button. I appreciate that, Lieutenant Gilson. I appreciate everyone being here. And this was the journey of 20. It's not easy. I didn't have it. My life was smashed around this year, okay? And I encourage everyone If you did not watch this channel, because there's so many new people, I put together the top 25 playlist of 2025. And go back, maybe you missed some of those. This is powerful stuff. Know about your nervous system. Your nervous system is really everything. And then when you really get through to all this, go back to the chart, okay? It's really about energy. It's energy, right? It was physical, 2023, 2025 was at an energetic level. So it's a deeper, more powerful level. So I'm so grateful for the community support. However you decide to support this channel and this work, the like, the comment, the share, sharing is caring. Grateful for everyone that became a channel member this week. Grateful for everyone that sent a super thanks this week. Take the time to really focus. If you want to have your abundance in 2026, it is now, kid. If you got this message at any time, everything is divine timing. But then once you got it, right? And that's why I said, if God shows you and then you just go, then you looped again. Then you looped. You can loop or you could spiral outwards. That's the motion. I even give you the energetic motions. People say, hey, you know what? Hey, this guy was right. I kept looping the same life. You could run away. You could move. Some people are running away from themselves, right? And that's why I study all these things. A lot of people know about this, like the covert narcissist is always running away, blowing up lives, running away. But they're actually just running away from themselves. Everything is you. So in 2026, you have to take ownership of your life. In any phase of life. Regina writes, that's a big fact. It's a fact. It's a fact of life. You cannot run away from yourself. You're just running away from yourself. You got to get up in the morning, right? This is an empowerment channel. You got to look in that mirror and you better love what you see, reflection that you see in that mirror. Do you love what you see in the mirror? It's not about perfection. It's about loving yourself. This was always about unconditional love. And that was the main talking point in our #1 video of the year. It was always about unconditional love. This year was 999. It's over, kid. Something I've been sharing with the community all year long. And once you become familiar with death, you will realize that love was always the answer. If anyone could hear me right now, if anyone could hear me, there's documentation. And that was one of the top 5 of the year. Regret is worse than fear. People that they interview them on their deathbed. Regret, it's always regret. Fix it now. Fix it now. That was what 2020. So if you're sitting here, you did the clearing, the cleansing, you know that you're worthy. You went through chakra system activations. I just gave you everything in a beautiful package in one video. And that was the thing as well, you know. I know that the title is not so, attention grabbing. But in a world full of all these choices and the algorithms, I have to focus on the work that God tasked me to do today. And when I stay focused on the quality of what I'm putting out to the world, then you don't get confused. That's the Jezebel spirit. It's just spirits. It's not about people. It's about principalities. Do you get it? You cannot live in confusion any longer. So I'm grateful for all of you. Like, comment, share. So grateful for the like. Click subscribe if you haven't. So grateful for that. It really helps. And the simple thing, if you say, wow, I'm ready to go, this is a lot, take a moment to watch, just sit there. This time period, when we're entering the winter, is really I know there's going to be people, they're rushing around, the holiday season. This was an introspection time. This was a time, if you have the loved one, you're supposed to be with that loved one. A lot of people, again, I get it. Holidays, alone again. I get it. FM Mackey writes, great message. I'm so grateful for that. Grateful for all of you. Share this video. This really breaks down 2025 into a fine powder. Let me know what you want to know about 2026 and beyond. And again, just because we have so many new people here, check out the playlist, the top 25. Going to get you on your path. Love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors. Because you have to be a light warrior, not a cream puff. You will fail. Just keep going. That's the only way out of the wilderness, kid. Can you hear me? Hi. I know some people will never hear me. Can you hear me? It's the only way out of the wilderness. You have to keep going and find your way out. We did it. I love you guys. I really do. Bye for now.